like stupid.
Like, you know Jason Mewes?
We met the guy. Hello, Jason.
What's up, man?
Hello.
Jason Mewes in studio, of course, one of the stars of Zack and Miri Make a Porno. A movie I saw and I really, really liked.
You liked it?
I didn't like you nude, though.
I wouldn't either. So I closed my eyes at the end for that.
I don't know how you do that.
Full frontal, right?
Ridiculous. Just like not a care in the world, in the world.
You came close though in Clerks 2, where you did the tuck.
Yeah, it was almost all exposed, but I tucked it. So
you did the famous tuck. Yeah.
it went. Each movie I think gradually got to that point, right? Because I in Jay and Bob I pull my ass out and.
Yeah.
You know what I could say? I could say whatever here, right?
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
My
junk
testicles were hanging from the back. In Jay and Bob, so you saw
they call that fly's eyes in Australia.
Well, there you
That's what they call it in Australia, fly's eyes.
Hold on. You think you've never heard a new one.
Hold on, because they probably dumped out of what Jason Mewes said, and the Jim Jefferies line probably made it, but you're explaining something you did in Jay and Silent Bob. And Jim Jefferies said that they call that fly's eyes in Australia.
Yeah,
so now you can just imagine what Jason Mewes
If you're looking at a naked guy from the back,
right,
and you can see between his legs from the back, what you'll see looks like fly's eyes.
It's a pretty accurate one, though, isn't it? It's a good one. Fly's eyes.
That is a good one.
I give that to the American people.
That's
fly's eyes. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. I love how we can exchange
Now
things
I know.
like this through different countries and cultures.
Yes, we give you electricity and you give us fly's eyes. It's Kevin was talking about you doing your full frontal scene, and he says you're one of those guys that just like loves to just be inappropriate and whip it out like hey man, and then when he turns and looks, there it is.
Yeah, I do that a lot to him. To my friends, though, I don't really go around doing it. When I was younger, I used to do it in school to the girls. And,
Okay, that's better.
yeah, when I was in like 6th grade, I used to like pull it out of my sweats and be like, "Come here, I want to show you something."
In Australia, we call that rape.
Nice.
Come here, I want to show you something can never be not creepy. It's never going to be a good thing when you're.
Yeah, it was a little creepy. That's why I didn't have a girlfriend until I was about 19. So that's probably why.
Was the reaction ever good? Were they ever like impressed? Like, oh, or was it always horrendous?
No, it was always horrendous.
And I heard that because I've yet to see the movie. Ope saw it, and I heard Kevin was saying also that you were impressive. You were impressive in that scene where you were.
He thought you were prepping right before the scene.
Yeah, that you might have prepped a little bit or something.
There was no prepping.
No?
No. I mean, I kept it warm. That was it.
Yeah.
It was
But that's
really cold.
preparation, isn't it? Keeping it warm.
Depending on where you're keeping it warm.
Is
If
it?
it's
Maybe,
a girl named Kathy or something.
No. It was in a warehouse where the stage was, and it was really cold. It was super cold in there. So all I did was keep my hands over it and make sure the blood was flowing.
Right.
That's a good tip for all the guys.
It is.
Yeah, that's a very good tip.
Like those
Keep it
seats,
warm.
like those little stadium seats that keep your ass warm. Just sandwich it between two of those.
Just put it on it.
That's what I did. He thinks I did more. So
I think putting your hands on it is preparation enough, though.
Might be. Because we were talking about this also. There's a point. There's a very crucial point where it looks magnificent, like you're really...
Pretty proud.
You're all right. You're very proud. And then it crosses over into, all right, he's trying.
And there's aroused.
And yeah, you kind of look and go, all right, I know he's been prepping.
You go from proud to looking desperate.
To looking desperate, right.
Yeah, I couldn't make it move, put it that way. Because you notice when you get to when you start getting to that point, you can make it move.
You can make it move.
It never got to the point that I could make it move. That's when you know.
Hey,
When you knew when you could wiggle it.
Did I ever tell you the story about when I was hosting the NME Awards? It was the last time I was out here. I was hosting the NME Awards, and like a music awards for Britain, but they held them in LA, right? And Agnes Dean, the supermodel, came up and gave me a kiss on the cheek before she was presenting, and I got a stiffy, right? But I didn't know I got a stiffy because I was just excited about the whole idea of a supermodel, right? Then the next award to come up with Red was by Kelly Osbourne. Kelly Osbourne comes up. She looks down at my pants and she goes, "Does anyone else notice that Jim Jefferies is sporting a male camel toe?" Right? 8 million people were watching this worldwide, and I went, "Well, The reason is that Agnes Dean was up here and I got an erection, but now that Kelly Osbourne's here, it's pretty much well gone, right? And I got an email, and I don't know 100% whether it was from Sharon Osbourne, because I got about 4 of them, but I got an email from a Sharon Osbourne that went, "Dear nobody, when you're famous, maybe then you can tease the celebrities. Until then, why don't you F off?"
That's probably Sharon.
That's Sharon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wrote back an email that went, "Dear Sharon, when you had all that plastic surgery and pumped the fat out of your thighs, why did you put it in your daughter's face?"
Wow. You're brutal.
There's been a little tiny bit of confusion between me and the Osbournes. My mum read this in a paper, and she goes, "Are you having a fight with Kelly Osbourne?" I went, "I had a disagreement with Kelly Osbourne." And my mum goes, "Has her mother gotten involved?" And I went, "Yeah." And she goes, "Would you like me to call her mum?" And I'm like,
Two mums going
Just
at
going
it.
at it.
"Have a mum off."
Hey, we got Jeff.
Jim looks disgusted. Why
Oh,
you-
no.
Oh, 'cause
Anything with
Jim
the
is
Osbournes.
a giant fan
Yeah.
of
I didn't.
Ozzy.
I meant it in goodwill.
That was the line to say, too, by the way. If Kelly said that, she had to be teased back. You
yeah.
have
She have to. Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah, she was setting herself up there. We got Jeff Anderson on the phone as well. So, also from Zach and Miri Make a Porno. Jeff.
Yes, I've got a mirror set up here, and I can't stop staring at my fly's eyes.
Nice.
What is that?
I guess that's why they don't have me in the studio.
Why aren't you here?
I don't know, man. I heard there was going to be pole dancers, and I like to be on the telephone instead of in person when that kind of thing's
Yeah.
going on.
Why would you want to be here?
Yeah, exactly.
Last time you were on our show, you were great. You really should come in again.
Well, thank you. I would love to come in again.
Yeah, so we're talking about Zach and Miri Make a Porno. Are you guys excited? I mean, the movie
I'm
comes out
excited.
Friday finally.
Yeah, I'm
What are
pretty
you doing
excited
awake,
about it. I
dude?
think it's going to be good.
Huh?
What are you doing awake, Jeff?
This is the time I roll, Jay. You should know that.
All right, yeah.
Something tells me that's not the truth.
What a great gig. These guys are all friends. They just get to do movies together.
Yeah, I know.
That sounds like fun.
Why don't you guys make a movie?
Yeah, too lazy.
Exactly. That's why.
You need someone like Kevin that can kind of bring
Yeah.
everything together, you know? Because all you guys just hanging out and stuff, and then one guy decides, hey, I'm going to make a movie.
Yeah.
Gets a camera and everything. Who's
Yeah,
going to get a camera?
I know, you just film yourself shooting things.
Yeah, exactly.
Selfish creep.
Maybe I should bring someone in.
We had Tracy Lords on the show yesterday. How was it working with her? Pretty cool, or?
Yeah, she's nice. I worked with her before. I did her and Richard Roundtree.
Richard Roundtree.
Yeah, I judged a geek contest on. I forget the name of it exactly, but I had met her before. She's sweet. She's a nice,
Yeah.
nice lady.
When you say I worked with her before, everyone's like rooting for 85 or
Yeah.
83.
That would have been sweet, but that didn't happen.
Oh, she was fantastic.
That's illegal, that stuff. Now you can't watch it, can you?
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, I would never watch that. Yeah,
I know,
terrible.
but it's the only
Please.
bit of, because it's child porn, isn't it?
She looked fantastic.
Yeah.
Which child doesn't?
So, hey, man, have you found that, like, a lot of the controversy, we asked this to Kevin, too, around the word porno being taken out, do you think it's going to help or hurt the flick? All right, I'll just, can I ask that or just think it out loud?
I'll let Jeff answer that one.
Jeff, what do you think of that, the controversy?
I'm glad they stuck it in the title. It leaves it right out there. Everybody now knows what the movie's about. I mean, let's not dance around it. We've all made porno. Come on.
No, but I mean, do you think them taking it out's going to hurt it? Because it should just be able to, like, the fact that they won't advertise it properly in certain places is really aggravating.
What's wrong with the word porno?
It's more American, uptight garbage. Yeah. Just
It's
more.
not a swear word.
Of course
They're
not.
calling the movie just Zach and Miri. That's it.
It's
On
sick.
TV
It might
spots
be
and
called
stuff.
Will and Grace then.
I know.
Yeah.
What does that mean? You know, it's like,
Yeah.
I think it actually works for us. Whenever they try and take away something and hide something, it creates more buzz about it. So I think it's going to backfire in the long run.
Yeah, Tipper Gore helped. Aerosmith thanked her. And who do we have here? We had Ludacris, and he said he thanked O'Reilly. And, I guess the harder they push back on something, probably it doesn't make people want to go see it more.
Life of Brian's still banned in something like 15 countries or something.
Oh, because of Christ?
Because, you're taking the piss out of Christ, which is everyone's right, isn't it?
Who do you play in the film? I haven't seen it.
Lester. I play a character, Lester.
Which is what? Are you involved in the porn at all?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, if you're naked,
yeah,
I guess so.
I come and audition for the porn, and I'm one of the porn actors.
Jimmy's in the movie, too, by the way. Jimmy got got a part in the
I
movie.
said one line.
You know,
But you're in it.
Look at Jimmy.
But you're in it.
What's your one line? Tell us your one line.
I don't actually know which one they kept in. Kevin had me
There was something to do with cradling the...
cradling something. Yeah, I think Tracy said this one it was in, but I had to write a bunch of lines down. Kevin says, just write porno lines. And so I read a bunch of them, and I think they kept one in.
I'm going to thank Jim in advance for selling a lot of DVDs for us, because I saw your original scene where they cut that audition scene, and you were in it like 4 or 5 times, and every line you did was hysterical.
Oh, thank you.
When it comes to DVD time, you're going to sell a lot of DVDs for us just to see your scene.
Oh, thanks, man. He has the extra stuff in there.
Oh, God. I mean, the first time I saw the cut, it was much longer than it was now, and that scene was so funny.
Was there an old lady in there, too? Because I remember we shot that in right outside of Pittsburgh in some weird theater.
There is an old lady in there that is a disaster.
Yeah, she was horrible.
but it's really funny.
Yeah, basically, Jim Norton's part of a montage of people trying out for this porno.
Well,
and they're all auditioning one after another.
Yeah.
to better phrase it, Jim Norton's the star of a montage.
Sure. The star of the montage.
The star of the montage.
I stand corrected, Jimmy. I stand
I
corrected.
don't know. That old lady's going to give you a run.
Oh, yeah. Dude, when you see her, like, you know she has to be funny. An old lady auditioning for pornography has got to be great.
Where did you guys think you'd be 15 years after Clerks and stuff? Did you have any inkling that this would still be going on? You'd all just be getting together and making movies?
I had no idea.
No, not at all. Like you said, when somebody said it, all you guys just get together and make movies. This is kind of like all of us hanging out anyway. Jay is naked. I mean, the only difference between this movie is we finally have hot chicks around. And I think, if we hadn't been making movies, we'd all be sitting in New Jersey. Jay would be naked. Kevin would be smoking copious cigarettes. I would just be throwing out quips. So, the only difference here is we've got a camera every now and then.
Hey, what do you guys think of Kevin discovering pot?
I love that.
He was on our show for 3 hours or something like that. He really got into it. He's been smoking a lot of pot the last 5 months.
Seth,
5 or 6 months.
Seth turned him on to a little bit of the weed.
Yep.
How old are you to find out about pot at this age?
He's in his 40s.
No, but he had done it before, because I kind of fell into the same thing a little bit, because these effing Canadians are a bunch of stoners.
Yeah, Canadians.
So you hook up with a Canadian or something, and before you know it, you're smoking pot. And I hadn't smoked weed, and I swear it had to be 20 years. And all of a sudden, I'm just, taking a couple of hits, going, hey, this ain't that bad. I remember this being kind of fun and stuff. And then I don't want to do anything. I didn't go to the range. I wasn't doing anything. I'm I got a pool that I put in, but I don't feel like doing anything in it. I'm just going to sit here and drink beers and smoke weed.
And listen to Pink Floyd.
And Kevin was saying the same thing. He wasn't doing anything. He'd just lay in his bed in front of that giant tanning TV he's got.
Yeah.
And smoke weed.
Well, that kind of scares me, because I only get to do a movie once every 15 years. And now that I'm getting stoned, I'll probably be 75 before I'm in my next movie.
Yeah, you better sober him up fast, man. And he talked about the weight gain. He's gained about 100 pounds. He's a little bummed out about that, but he's going to go away and, I guess, smoke a lot of pot and lose weight.
Yeah,
that's going to work.
That might be a little tough, the two things there.
Isn't it unbelievable? He did discover it in a big way, man. I haven't gotten an email from him in, a year that doesn't mention pot smoking in every sentence. It's unbelievable.
Have you tried this weed stuff? It's amazing.
And it's funny, because Kevin, we were talking on, and he's like, because I'm not really, I don't really have a compulsive or addictive personality. It's what are you talking about? Of course you do. You can't stop smoking pot.
You just described it.
Yes, you are compulsive.
Yeah.
Hey, are you have how's your things going? You doing all right?
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah, everything's cool.
Yeah, everything's cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Just take it from Jimmy Norton.
Well, I love that Kevin rode through all that stuff with Jay.
Yeah.
And was Jay's counselor and got Jay through it. And the minute Jay straightens himself out, Kevin's like, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah, that's not fair for Jay
all
whatsoever.
the times I was trying to stop you, it looked like fun. Jesus Christ.
They're taking shifts.
Yeah, he's got that.
Someone's got to take care of someone.
He was talking about that giant TV he got for free.
Yeah.
On the wall of his bedroom, which apparently is about 3 feet from his face, and he just lays there and watches this thing. That to
Well,
me,
you know, he keeps saying that it's a giant TV. It's actually only a 13-inch, but he's too stoned to realize it.
he's 3 inches from it. Stoned.
He's holding a Verizon phone in his hand with a little screen. Stoned idiot.
Hey, Jeff, you do stand-up?
I don't do stand-up.
Why
no,
not?
sir.
Give it a shot, man.
I don't know. I think I'm too lazy.
Yeah.
Look, I won't even come in for the show.
I know. Look at him. He won't get out of bed.
Where are you now?
I'm at my house. I live just outside of L.A.
Oh, you okay? West Coast. All right.
Very cool.
Yep.
Hey,
They all left Jersey.
Of course.
Look at this.
there's a scene in Zack and Miri Make a Porno that everyone's going to be talking about come Saturday morning when they see the flick. I just need to know, what was that?
You know, that was the strangest day of my life. I'm in my hotel room in Pittsburgh, and I get a call at like 7 in the morning from like a scientist who's going, "Do you have any food allergies?" And I'm like, "What the heck is this?" And he's like, "Well, we're mixing up a batch of poop, and we need to know." And I'm like, "No, I think I'm good." I think the end result was pudding, cake batter, and a half a can of corn.
I didn't know that you wanted to give away the scene, but all right.
What? Somebody?
Well, I don't know what the scene.
All right,
I think that's just. I don't know if that gives away much.
No,
okay, good.
It's a one-cup scene, yeah?
Sounds disgusing.
Oh, that's funny.
Sounds delicious.
A call from a scientist. I think we figured this out.
I don't think he was a scientist. He was a key grip.
Right. Wow. Well, they'll be talking about that. That's for sure.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
It's really good.
Like right when it comes out.
It's really
I love
good
Kevin's movie.
I can't believe I didn't go. I'm such a dope. There was screenings and stuff they were setting up, and I was like, oh no, I'll see it. I wanted to wait till Kevin was coming, and I didn't go.
Yeah.
That's good. We want your $12.
Yeah,
I know. I should actually just go to pay to see it and keep the little movie stub.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna buy the bootleg copy down on the street. Some Ethiopian will be selling them.
I think it's out today.
With my luck, I'd bring some chick to try to impress her that I'm in the movie, and then she'd look down at her shoe and miss my whole scene. Stupid one-line pony. Shot.
One-line pony.
I'm the worst.
Listen, we should take a quick break. We got Seth Rogen calling in as well to promote the movie. So, Jeff, of course, you could stay on the line if you'd like.
Okay.
Well, you don't have
Or
to.
go to sleep.
You don't have to feel obligated.
How long of a break do we have?
Like 10 minutes.
I'm gonna go. Can
5:30.
You could go, Jason.
You want to smoke?
yeah.
Oh, and then come back, or it's up to you.
No.
If you want to do it.
Oh,
No,
no, look at that. No.
Why you shaking her head? Is she
All
mad
right,
at us?
thank you.
no, they got other stuff.
Wait, where's he
Oh,
going?
Yeah, I have to
next?
go do a bunch of stuff.
You publicist?
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to lose Jason. We
Oh, boo.
might
See
lose
you later.
Jeff. Jeff, you going to stay or what?
I'll stay you.
All right, Jeff Anderson will
See,
stay
you
on the
should have been
phone.
here, Jeff.
And then we got Jim Jefferies in studio, so we'll figure it all out after the break, okay? Jason Mewes, it was a pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
Friday. This Friday premieres.
Absolutely. Opie and
Yes.
Anthony.
Right.
I want to thank Jason Mewes for stopping by.